Assalamualaikum and hi to Dr. Nolela. So we are from Group 1. We'll be presenting about Aeon Company. So without wasting time, let's get started. Hi, my name is Fitri bin ZULKEFLY and I will tell the introduction about Aeon. Aeon is also known as Jasco Aeon Company Limited and Mr. Takoya Okada is the founder. In September 1926, Aeon was officially incorporated as Okadaya and established in Japan. The company changed its name to Aeon Company Limited on August 21, 2001 and 7 years later, it became a holding company while Aeon Retail Company Limited took over Aeon Company Limited's retail operations. Aeon Company Berhad is a subsidiary of Aeon Company Limited that manages shopping malls, supermarket, and departmental stores. Aeon Company Berhad is a retailer based in Malaysia and was established on September 15, 1984, with headquarters in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Additionally, Aeon operates under Daiso, Komaizo, Mass Value Prime, Aeon Wellness, Aeon Store, Aeon Mall, and Aeon Big brand names. Furthermore, the company provides services for online shopping under the names My Aeon To Go and Aeon Makan and offers financial services under the Aeon Credit Service Berhad. Okay, now let's move to the next point, the vision and mission of Aeon. The vision of Aeon is to establish a solid competitive position and achieve continuous growth. And the mission of Aeon is to operate as an international scale retailing group recognized for excellence not only in Japan but also in other nations. Okay, now let's move to CPM. The competitive profile matrix identifies a firm key competitors and compares them using industry critical success factor. Based on the table, Aeon Mall ranks the highest out of its two main competitors, Lotus Store and Jaya Grocer, which is total critical success factor 2.78. The company high ranking stems from increasing product quality, advertising and marketing, multiple product variety, and great in terms of management. However, Aeon Mall still lacks some factor of its two such as brand loyalty, general price, and Aeon financial position. This is the external factor evaluation for Aeon EFE. The EFE consists of opportunities and threats of Aeon. Based on the table, Aeon received a total weight score of 3.05, indicating that it responds practically perfectly to the opportunities and challenges facing its sector. A good way to take advantage of the presence and lessen the impact of any external threat. So this is the internal factor evaluation IFE for Aeon. Overall, on a scale of 1 to 4, Aeon received a weight overall score of 3.18. This shows that Aeon is currently in a great position and has to make some improvement to go towards a position of significant strength. IFE metric help in identifying weakness so that goods and services can be improved for customers. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is MAISARAH. Next, I will present about 4 metrics for Aeon, which is space metric, BCG metric, IE metric, and also grand strategy metric. First is space metric. In the stage of formulating a strategy, the strategic position and action evaluation space metric is the key instrument. As you can see, the financial position for Aeon is 3.2, the stability position is -3.4, and the competitive position is -4.4, and lastly is industry position is 4.0. And the result for space metric for Aeon is X 0.4 and Y is -0.2. Next is BCG. The cash cow for Aeon is Daiso and Komaizo, which has a high demand and high market share in Malaysia. Aeon stars are Aeon Mall and Aeon Store across Malaysia as its great grow and has opportunities to develop. Next, the dog for Aeon is Aeon Mac Value, which has an uncertain future and low market share, and it is unlikely to generate expected result. Lastly, the question mark for Aeon is Aeon's Wellness, which generates little income for the company. Then, the internal external IE metric. IE metric arrange the various departments of an organization in the 9 cell metric. The total weight score calculated on this page is 3.18, which point at the company with an above average internal strength. We also calculate the EFE metric for the same company on the EFE metric page. The total weight score calculated for the EFE metric is 3.05, which suggests a slightly less than average ability to respond to internal factor. Grand strategy metric. The grand strategy metric is well-known tool for developing alternative strategy. Based on the analysis, Aeon fall under category quadrant 2, which means the company is unable to compete effectively the need to determine why the firm's current approach is ineffective and how the company can best change to improve its competitiveness. So I will present about the Quantitative Strategic Planning Metric QSPM for Aeon. QSPM for Aeon is shown in the table which lists all the QSPM elements offered as a strategic alternative. Main factor weight, total alternative score TAS and alternative score AS. To calculate the alternative AS, each key external or internal factor is evaluated. Creating new growth area and also joint venture with other company are the two fundamental principles of Aeon strategy. Therefore, all these strategies should be considered when giving AS. The attractive score range AS is 1 for unattractive, 2 is somewhat attractive, 3 is reasonable attractive, and lastly is 4 is attractive. As shown, the maximum score is 4 is due to the high relationship with the strategy, while the lowest score 1 is given to certain aspect due to the weak relationship with the strategy. For example, we give the item strong brand recognition a score of 4 because of how closely it's related to the product development plan. The highest TS value is 0.44 can be seen, indicating that is more attractive to strategy alternative. Then we call TS and call it is the total alternative score at the bottom of the QSPM. The STAS for creating new growth area is 3.38, while the STAS for joint venture with other company is 4.46. That's all from me. Thank you.
Next is recommend specific strategy and long-term objective. First is market development. With market development strategies, Aeon can enhance its business growth through introducing existing products in new markets. Aeon also should invest in research and development to identify possible new markets and consumer segments for its product. The R&D should focus on identifying and understanding different market cultures, trends, consumer behaviors, and how they differ with consumer behavior patterns in existing markets. Second is market penetration. Aeon will be able to reach more customers within the same market thanks to increased production capacity. It will also result in more efficiency and effectiveness, especially when it comes to containing overhead expenses. Increased marketing and communication of a new product users, advantages, qualities, and features will result in higher consumption among both existing and new customer groups and segments. That is product development. Product development refers to the process by which a business strives to increase its growth in current markets through new goods. Aeon can make changes and enhancements to current products to provide customers with a fresh and improved options. Aeon also should enter into a strategic partners to investigate potential path for product development. Strategic relationship will give Aeon access to reducing processes and products with little better economy and thus less risk. So, for long-term objective, recommend to Aeon. Without long-term objective, a business will only flow endlessly toward an uncertain endpoint. It is challenging to imagine how a business or a person could succeed without clear objective. So, long-term goals for Aeon is by paying attention to the infrastructure needs of local consumers in order to create a rich lifestyle where the community may obtain services like anytime, any place, safely, easily, and a great price. Aeon should provide a wide range of service, use these opportunities to neighborhood residents in the Aeon living area. So by providing local currencies to help local government as well as by fulfilling essentials for daily living like health and telecommunication.
Next, I will continue with the strategy that can be implemented by Aeon. Firstly is improve the brand marketing. Looking at other competitors like Lotus Malaysia, they focus on their brand and product marketing on social sites and in-store marketing, which enhance and further improve their total revenues performance, which is why Aeon should focus to improve on their brand marketing strategy to promote widely and improve their brand recognition in Asia. Besides that, in this analysis, we can conclude that Aeon's divisions like Aeon Wellness, Aeon Max Value, Aeon Daiso, and Komaiso are not doing so well in total revenue as the company does not focus more on these divisions. Because of that, the divisions are slowly declining in total revenue per year. Thus, Aeon should focus on their division by market the divisions, expanding their geographic presence by opening more branches and introducing certain values that make these divisions unique and quality in terms of products. Lastly, the formulation states that Aeon branches in Malaysia are not enough and Aeon should open more branches to increase their geographic presence in Malaysia. It is more important to open up branches in rural areas to increase revenue and profits. With this, Aeon can compete in saturated market and increase their presence in retailing segment. Therefore, based on the strategy implementation, with the strategy is focusing on improving brand marketing, divisions and opening more branch, the annual objective that can be conducted by Aeon is by increase the number of salesperson by 15% for each branch this year, receive a 4,456,432 total revenue by the end of 2023 and reduce employee absenteeism to 5%. Next, to make sure the annual objective is achieved, the recommended policy that Aeon can develop is all stores must submit a monthly control data report. Marketing department must hold giveaways, contests and polls on social media platforms every month to boost the brand engagement. The division will give the employees bonus by 10% if they achieve targeted sales, and employee will be given option of overtime up to 20 hours per week.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is LUQMAN HAKIM bin MUNSI and I will be presenting procedures for strategy review and evaluation. Firstly, to examine the underlying basis of a firm's strategy, a new EFE and IFE matrix can be used to review the fundamental basis of Aeon strategy. The changes in the organization's management, marketing, finance, accounting, production and information system should be highlighted in the new matrix. By reviewing EFE and IFE matrix can increase Aeon's strength and compete with their competitors and maintain their market position. Secondly, to measure organizational performance, these procedures include comparing expected results to actual results, evaluating individual performance, and examining the development being made toward meeting stated objectives. Since Aeon has many divisions, research is needed so that the company can improve its aspects to boost sales and performance. For example, Aeon fosters a high-performance culture. This culture helps divisions within Aeon to achieve high level of performance. Aeon views a high-performance culture as having powerful leaders, empowered employees, continuous learning, and employee development, as well as openness to change. The last procedure is to take corrective actions. Aeon should take immediate corrective actions as soon as the measurement of performance fails to conform to plans. Aeon should take corrective actions and examine the contributing factors to the inconsistency. Examples of corrective actions are make changes to organization structure, revision of mission, or creating new performance incentive. For example, from the annual report, Aeon audit findings were highlighted to relevant management team members responsible for ensuring that corrective actions on reported weaknesses are taken into action. That is all for our presentation. Thank you for listening and lending your ears. Bye!